So before we start, we can see the dashboard. If you're logged in, you can see your global stats here, and you can even export this as an SVG, PNG, or an CSV, so you can then import this into your marketing tools. And just to give you a quick walkthrough, the first thing we do is we're going to manage instances, and you can add your phone here or your WhatsApp instance here. So you can say phone 2, for instance. If you want to have a full reporting on everything, you can sync WhatsApp deeply, and you can click here. It will generate a QR code, and you can then link your phone like you would do with WhatsApp Web or WhatsApp for desktop, and then you can link your phone. Once that's done, your phone will be linked here. There's just one thing you have to do here is you have to then click on available, and then you also make the phone available, or at least your WhatsApp number available in the app. Now, once that's done, I will give you a slide tour. In Inbox, basically, you can use WhatsApp now as a service desk. So what you can do here, for instance, is you have a WhatsApp message here, and you can basically reply like the normal WhatsApp here. You can also do quick replies. So if you have certain templates, you can already send them here. And you can also add attachments here, video, documents, location, smileys, etc. Now, the cool thing is that you can have different statuses to chat. So once the chat is done, you can say solved. You can also make some notes here. You can say problem is solved. And what you can also do basically is you can then also filter on chats from all the ones that are solved. So you can see this one is solved. Now, this chat comes with a few extra things. So if you have, for instance, a group like here, you can click on the group and you can export the complete phone list. Of course, it's not for spamming. If you own groups, this is great. If you think you can do an outreach to the group, sure. But I do not encourage you to personally spam groups that you're connected with, because you will be probably kicked out of that group. If you have a new phone number, you probably want to want your WhatsApp number first, because Meta can ban phone numbers that basically start sending regularly new messages that are still new. So what you can do here is you can create a script here. You can create a complete story script here, and then you can set up a warmer. You need more than 2 phones. So I only have 1 phone here connected. You can add multiple phones, and you can turn on the warmer, and it will basically warm up with conversations from one phone to another, and you can add different instances to it, and they will all start texting to each other. So it will look like this is an active phone. In Phonebook, basically, you can create different lists. So I already created here one event 2024. Maybe you want to do a pre-sales webinar event, for instance. You can add this. And what you can do then is you can click on the plus to add more numbers to the phone. And you can have a number. There's already a plus. So then the country code could be there. And you can have different variations that you can later use into the outreach in the templates. You can also upload one CSV, and there is a sample of how the CSV should be in best format, and you can import it, and basically it will import a complete list. Once we added the numbers to the system, we can go to Flow Builder, and in Flow Builders we can create flows, or we can just create templates. So what we can do here is we can go to text, and we could say, is this for everybody, or is this just for a group? So we can say it's for everybody. We can say hello, and then we take a variable name. And once that's created, we press submit, and you want to save this now as a template, because templates we can use for bulk messages. So let's save it. The template title is maybe outreach 1, and I'm saving it. The template is saved. And what you can do as well is maybe you want to create a complete flow from this. So you maybe want to create a chatbot out of it. What you can do then is you can say, based on this message, I want to create a different message there, or maybe a poll. This could be multiple choice. And then, will you join us? And then you could say yes. Or you could say no. And we submit. What you can do is you can create relations here. Well, if you say yes, then you say the link there, reply key is yes, because they clicked on yes. And if they type yes, then also this message will be opened. So what we can say is, yes, we're going to show this message. Now we can basically zoom in, zoom out, and we can make it as big as we want. We have all this canvas to play around, so we can have a different one. And we can have either an image, but let's do a text as well. And this is basically if they say no, and that means like, okay, sorry to hear that. Or you can do anything that makes sense for you. And basically move it up here, and we make a relation to it here. And now I'm going to save it. So once you're done editing, you can save it. And this is a flow. So we can say webinar flow, and I'm going to save it. Now the flow is saved. I can basically see all the flows I got here, and I can then click on right, and I can see save as templates. I can see the templates here. I can delete them. Now I'm going to go to sending, and I can set up a chatbot, and I can set up a broadcast message. The broadcast is basically the build message. So what I can do here is I go to broadcast, I click on add, and I can give it a title. So the title could be webinar outreach, and we can set different delays. Why do we do the delays? It's a WhatsApp bot, and if you're going to send 20 messages in one time, well, WhatsApp will probably think you're spamming and it will block you. So what we can do is we can set different delays here, and it will randomly, after each message, it will take between 5 and 20 seconds as a delay. Now I can add the instance. If I have multiple instances, so multiple WhatsApp numbers connected to the software, I can then basically select this instance, and I can choose the template that I just created, and I can assign this to the phone book. Now, if I want to schedule it, for instance, I'm already setting up everything and it will be for next week. Well, I can have here the time zone, and I can have the date that will be sent out. But for now, I'm just going to submit. And you can now see it will be sending. Now, what we can do is basically once it will be sent, we can go to view, and we can see the stats. So we can see the phone numbers it was sent, and we can see how much is delivered. And sometimes you can also see how much is read. Now with WhatsApp, there are phone numbers that have privacy option enabled. That means we cannot see if they read it or not. But in some cases, yes, you can see if actually it has been read. The last thing I want to show you is the chatbot. You can basically add the chatbot as here as well. So you can say webinar bot. The instance is my phone number. Is it for everybody? No, it's only for a phone book, maybe. So if a phone book is responding to me, or we can have this flow, and then you can submit it. And now actually it will be start working. So if somebody is typing to me, they will get all these questions. Now there is an API here as well. So this is the token. If you don't have a token yet, you can click on generate token, and you can see different type of API responses. So you can send messages, images, videos, audio, documents. It's quite an easy one. Well, that was basically just a quick walkthrough. I try to be under 10 minutes. If there are any questions, let them know into the comments. Thank you.